Looks like it's running. Cool. Yeah, so the goal here right now is to see if I can come up with my next video project. And I'm just going to work on that. The main idea is to do this photo archive video. And I've basically got it ready to go. So what I've got here is some notes on the idea. I'm using ACDC Photo Studio Ultimate 2026 on a secondary computer. Connected to it is a 4-drive DAS, which is a direct access storage device. And then I had ACDC scan the entire thing. All of the photo and video projects. The video projects have a lot of photos in them as well. But here we can see how things are. Let's see if I can save a snapshot of this. Balanced, optimize quality, optimize speed. Or maybe I can do a snapshot on the computer. I'm able to send a key command. Maybe print screen. No, that's not gonna work. Start. Like, where is paste? Okay, it didn't take the key command. Like, can I send it a specific key? Full screen mode, zoom, send. I don't want to send that one. Let's take a look at the settings. Diagnostic mode. Alright. There's not much in the way of settings here, it looks like. What is this thing called? Remote ripple. Bro. Control Alt print screen. But I assume that just applies to whatever program they're talking about. Let me see. No. Snipping tool. Alright, there's a snipping tool on Windows. Hide. New snip mode. Rectangular snip freeform window. Do full screen. Okay. So that's higher quality. Thing is, in my examples, I'm going to try to exclude the start menu. So it's not. No. Alright, so I don't need this. But the. Save. This thing? Oh, this is a different program. Okay. Sticky notes, so it's not in the start menu. Let's see. Pin to start. I forgot this is Windows 10. Let's see. Okay, it's in there now. You don't need movies and TV pinned. All right. So I could hide the taskbar automatically, or I could just set the program to full screen it. I think I can do that. Maybe not. Tools. Control Shift F. But this is a different screen. Oops, where was that? View. Control Shift F. Yeah, that removed the Control Shift F. Go back to the dashboard. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work on this screen. So what I'll have to do is just make the taskbar not show up. Place command, Windows, PowerShell, something, show badges. Bottom. I don't see auto hide. No. Oh, it's tablet mode. There we go. Okay. So that's as good as it's gonna get. And then this needs to cooperate. There we go. But then I need to get back to the snipping. Okay, yeah, that works. Come on. Let me pin this to the taskbar. All right. And then I can set delay. Full screen snip. Cool. I can save as. Might as well just put it in the default area. So PNG makes sense because it's going to be higher quality for the video. Let's call this dashboard. So that's what the tab is named. Do dashboard 01. All right. Actually, is it busted? Oh, when I'm clicking on the... Man, I'm out of it. Okay. Let's get rid of that. So, I should have made that. Pictures. Where's pictures? Should make this dashboard 02. Because I've got a lot of years of stuff. All right, files save as. Oops, dashboard 01. All right, cool. So we've got, whoops, don't want that. Got a bunch of information. I tried not to include any like extra photos that might not have been mine, but there probably is some in here. Because I don't know which ones I took in 2002. But it actually looks like 0. But it's showing up for some reason. Kind of cool. So 345,000. It doesn't seem like a lot in the amount of time. But this one says number of files and folders 580,000. 111 cameras. The most used camera is the M50. Wow. Let's try the database thing. Let's see. Image files 327,000. Video files 18,000. Other files. I'll capture this thing too. Full screen snip. Dashboard. Database. All right. Cameras. Oops. So others, M50, D600, Z5, which is the one I have right now. M5. It's a phone. M6 Mark II. K7. Another phone. K5. All right. Let's do another screenshot. Dashboard, cameras. Oops. I don't think there's anything else I can click on here. So most used aperture f2.8. Most used shutter speed 1/100th of a second. ISO 100. Most used sounds 50 millimeters. Interesting. So even though the M50 is the most used, which is APS-C, the most used lens is a 50 millimeter f1.8, which I probably had adapted to that at times, but I don't think I use that combination a lot on there. So probably what's happening here is that the Z5, the D600 would be more of the 50mm lens. Yeah, so D600's a fair amount, Z5's a fair amount, so those two. And then whatever else is in here. Okay, so 50mm, we've got the 32 1.4, that was the M50, and the M6, M5, all those cameras. I did have an M100 at one point. So the 85 1.8, I don't have that lens anymore, but that's a fair amount. 28 1.8, that was on the D600 and the D750. I'm trying to think if I had any other. I'm not sure, but 28 1.8, and then the 22 f2 would be the EFM stuff. 7210. Surprised I took that many photos. That was a D-type Nikon F mount lens. And then NA 40 f2. I use that one a lot right now. And focal length ranges 36 to 70. 16 to 35, 0 to 15. So this, I wish that this screen would separate things by sensor size. That would be cool. Maybe I should write that in my notes. Just do like obviously there's phones and things too, but those would be the main ones. Still, it's pretty cool information. It's like ISO 200, ISO 400. Yeah. See what this files thing is. All right. Come on, where's the start menu? There we go. Close that. So resolution 24 megapixel has definitely been my most used camera resolution for the sensor. I use mostly RAW, a bit of JPEG, and then other random stuff. PSD, yeah. Bit depth 24, 48, other. All right. So some of these I'm not going to show on stream because it's going to have people's faces, and if I do searches, you know, who the heck knows what would show up in the archive. But I'm going to take a look off screen and see what's in here. Because this program scans for faces, it scans for AI keywords, which I wish I could get a list of what keywords are possible, or just get a collection of keywords that I could select from. But I don't think that's possible. Let me see if I mention that in here. More information, yeah. Loading could be a slow process. The catalog process. I think this was partly an issue with my computer. So. Oh yeah, that's found a lot of faces. Oh my. Wow. Let's see if the grouped feature works. Oh. It says grouping people. This could take a few minutes. No kidding. It's probably going to take an hour or two. Let's see. Try to enable. Whoops. Yeah, this is just who knows when that's going to finish. It's pretty convenient to use this remote local, well, I mean this local LAN, but remote to the computer. An issue with VNC is that you need an active screen. You can leave your monitor running. This computer. So here's the display driver thing, which I'm using right now. Yeah, that screen is off in the background. So UFO section, AI detection, and the indexer. I need to show detailed screens of that. Yeah, this does not. The indexer or the catalog process. I don't know how to spell. Is that right? Well, I'll look at the details. Yeah. So this is how I understand that it works. Basically, if you go into ACDC and you start looking around the folders and stuff, it'll pick those up for indexing. But if you don't do that, it's not gonna index stuff unless you do the cataloging process. Yeah, I changed this. This thing is still trying to group people. Who knows how long that's going to take. Oops, people. Probably if I use these, I can't use these in like a YouTube description because it doesn't like those tags. Going to people. See if the interface is still. Oh, yeah, the interface is still responsive. So that's good. Yeah, I changed this because I did a different setup. It's cataloging. Hmm. Yeah, I think that might have been an issue with my computer. So I had to get rid of some of the RAM in it. This thing is still trying to group faces. What I could do at some point is disconnect the archive. Well, I'm going to back up the database thing because it took a long time to be made. But I could swap out the RAM to the other two sticks that I have and just make sure those function by themselves. Because I did have one of the sticks returned to the company, but maybe the other one died too, which is stupid. But I think it might be the four sticks together. It's not super compatible or something. Yeah, I don't know if that was before or after the getting it fixed up. Well, yeah, so that grouping process is just going and going. I'm gonna try to look at AI keywords maybe. Here's the main screen. You can see it's got queued activities. It's gone through all of this stuff. I think I'll do a few screen caps. Tabs. Manage. Increase the size of this. It's difficult to read. It doesn't really help too much. All right. Close that. Properties, advanced search. Dashboard. Edit. All right. So, AI keywords. Oops. How can I do this easily? Let's delay 3 seconds. All right, so that worked. File. Nope, I clicked on it like that was the thing I needed to click on. All right. Yeah, I really wish this had a list or something. Let me see. I'll try computer. That's a kind of a safe one. Now, let me save this too. I don't need a delay for this one. I'm gonna run this and see what happens. Retrieving information. Oh, shoot. Some of my things might be off because it changed the size of the window again, and it made a gap where the taskbar was. That's irritating. Yeah, crap. Man. Bro. Found stuff. A lot. So I can show this first screen. I don't see anything too. Yeah, this is the old computer setup I had. Another computer, keyboard, another computer. Now let me change this one. Yeah, these are just not good. So there's a gap on the bottom. All right, I'm gonna look off screen here and see if what I got out of it. There's some things that are not computer. Super Nintendo games inside of a computer. Dance Dance Revolution. DIY project. Yeah, I can show this. Oh, maybe not. What is that? There's some sort of form. Yeah, cosplay. Huh. Yeah, so here we've got, this is not computer. That is computer. That's computer. All these are computer. Dance Dance Revolution is not computer, kind of, sort of. Technically computer, but not. And this cosplay is not a computer. But there is a screen in the view, so I guess maybe that counts. I'll save it. Full screen. Oh, this is faster. Save. There we go. Yeah, pretty much I could do it off stream and just go through it and record some video scrolling through it, but taking screen caps is probably a bit safer in general. It's just not going to be as interactive. This one's... So these are computer, but that is not computer. Those are animation cells. Full screen. Save. Three. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why it thinks... Oh. So this is... I don't know, maybe there's a screen on this table or something. I'm not sure. But this thing here is a Roger Smith Big O tie that my sister made for me. That was back in... Yeah, she was doing fashion design at the time. And they did a Roger Smith cosplay. 2003, I think. But some of these are computer. Save. Yeah, this one's good. Bunch of keyboards. Screen. I don't know if it's worth me doing a bunch of screen caps, because I might be wasting my time. Just gonna scroll through here a bit. Yeah. Not terrible. Hard drives. Laptop, keyboard. I was doing a bunch of stock photography stuff at the time. So that's kind of, I was trying to make stock photos. Like it was called micro stack because it was just, you didn't get much out of it. My profile still exists on Shutterstock, but I haven't uploaded there in a long time. Yeah, some of these don't make a ton of sense for a computer, but some of them do. In a really, really dirty Super Nintendo game. Computer, Pizza Hut box. Some random stuff from Japan. So, this nasty looking... I cleaned that up a lot. And I probably sold it at one point. But this really, really gross looking Super Nintendo game. I was working at a company and there was an internal message board. And someone was selling their Super Nintendo collection. At the time, I was like, yeah, I bought it from him. But man, his stuff was nasty. I cleaned it up. So, yeah, there's the clean version of that. This one's different. This is, I bought that in Japan. That Super Famicom. That's long gone too. Actually, I think these photos are from Japan. And when I was complaining about World of Warcraft, the expats, or whatever you call them, foreign students, they were taking up the thing and playing World of Warcraft. Let me see if I can get a view of this. Oh no, that's not it. Wait, is that it? Oh no, I think this is something different. Okay, this was like a .NET framework user group. I don't know why the picture is so tiny, but yeah, I think that's what that is. Yeah, yeah. Those were pretty fun at the time. And Microsoft would hand out freebies occasionally. They at one point they were giving away Windows Vista licenses. Oh man, this is such a weeby photo. I don't know if I should show people on stream, but wow. What is in the background? I'll show this. I would assume there's tea in that bottle. But that's me circa 2009. Man, I need more water. Yep. Scroll through here more. It's not like super accurate. Hmm. But it is cool to look at a lot of this stuff here. There's some random old motherboard. Yeah. I already see some potential for this. Man, I wish I had more water. But so I have a tech channel on YouTube, and old photos of computer stuff could be useful. I don't even know what this thing is. Some SATA ports. I don't see a model name or anything on here. Yeah. But already it seems decently useful. Oh, it got a cosplay of... So I guess this counts as computer. Because they have CRT heads. That's funny. Which 2012? Seen the Pentax K5. Yeah, this is just a small fraction. Yeah, that very cool though. It picks up screens, things in the background. Oh, here's another awkward selfie. Do I want to show this? Debatable. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. see. Here's when I took apart a LCD screen. I don't know what I was trying to do here. Oh. And it finds peripherals like mice, keyboards. Actually, maybe I should search on keyboard. Yeah, there's a lot here. Computer components. Let's see what this. Yeah. So this is actually the case that is for this computer back here. Still have that. Yeah, same power supply too. Word of warning, don't do what I do. Don't open your PSUs. But there's ways to go about it. I'm very particular about sound. So I tend to, if a PSU has a crappy fan in it, I sometimes swap them. Yeah. Not even halfway through these results. There's the, I mean, this is not computer, but it's a camera. Oh, I mean, there is a computer in there on the side. Interesting. What is this? Yep. So that's a 135 millimeter. I think it's a soft focus lens with the Viltrox speed booster, and then 2 macro tubes. Let's see if I can transfer that to here. I could just do a screen cap. All right. So file new. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. File new from clipboard. There's that. I can put my info on it just in case. No, it's a PNG. Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's gonna be low resolution. Looks kind of bad, actually. Whoops. Here it is. All right. That's fine. Switch to here for a second. File export. Export. Let's make it 1,000. All right. So I'll put that on maybe my YouTube channel, a few other places. What time is it? It's getting late. View channel. Post. How satisfied are you with... So I got a survey. Moderately. Other. Okay, that was useless. Let me see when I took this photo. (2019). 6 years. Yeah, this lens, there was something wrong with this lens. It wouldn't... I just couldn't get anything sharp out of it. Which, I mean, it's called soft focus, but it was supposed to be able to do normal photos too, or normal pictures. I'll just not mention that in the posts. Canon M100 to macro tubes, Viltrox, booster, and a... What? All right. There we go. Going to here. All right. It's good. Whoops. I think of another keyword or something I can search on. Yeah, there's a lot of results for computer. And it's pretty quick to look around. And the search was decently fast at pulling this info. Let's try camera lens maybe. Camera lens. Camera lens. Okay, it does not have camera lens. Just try camera. Yeah, actually it is taking quite a while to search. Yeah, I spelled it correctly. There we go. Oh, those are some awkward. I don't know if I want to show those. Yeah, so back. I guess I could look at the date. 2005. I don't even know if I want to bother talking about it. But one of the... I used to have a website, DSLRninja.com. So that was the branding of my photography stuff. And I did a cosplay of it with a t-shirt. So I don't know if I want to show it. I'm not sure what my goal was with that. Maybe this one's okay to show. That one's pretty awkward. That one's better. So that's the DSLR Ninja. Yep. Anyways, it does look like it's picking up a bunch of camera stuff. That's cool. It's kind of stock photos that I had taken. This camera didn't last long. It was a Praktica branded, but I dropped it in Japan. And it, yeah, it didn't survive long. Let's see. Here's my original DSLR, Pentax Starist DS. And that's me, I guess. Looking like a person. That's 2006. Here's a Canon G9. Yeah, and it had that around, what, 2008? Yeah, 2008. I took that one to Japan the second time. I mean, those things are probably stupidly expensive now with the whole Digicam fad. I also took this setup to Japan. So the DS and then a Sigma 24 to 60, 2.8, I think it was. Yeah. And then I have a bunch of Pentax stuff, newer Pentax stuff. So there's the K7 with that 2460. Another awkward selfie. Camera lenses. This stuff is all long gone. So there's a 50 1.4. This is the ultra wide 10 to something. No, 10 to 17 fisheye. There's that 2460, and then this is some sort of, okay, 75 to 300 kind of kit zoom. All right, this, yeah. Now there was once or twice that I went with a friend to, there's a decent sized telescope in the area, and I don't know if the club still exists, but they basically took care of it. And this guy I knew, we don't talk, this is the one that I had a failed business with. We kind of sort of patched it up, but I don't really talk to him anymore. So anyways, I bought this telescope adapter and we took some photos with it. Let me see if I can figure out. Let's see. 5/26/2010. See if I can go into it and find the results. Can I go to? Yeah, I'm not sure. 2010. 5/26. That might not have been the specific time period that we actually took photos. Look around here a bit. I mean, I could search on Planet or something. Let's see if that picks it up. Because I would assume that I kept the photos as well. But I'm not seeing. More mirror selfies. Oh. This is the area. Did I not keep the photos? Yeah, that's the area. Maybe he kept them. Hmm. Not seeing them. Whoops. Nope. Another mirror selfie. Oh, Taco Bell. Big box meal. Okay. That was in 2010. Some pizza. Kind of drab though. Oh, this is when I did my One Piece cosplay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I'll do a quick search on Planet or something. See if it picks up anything. Because I do remember at the time I think it was Saturn maybe, that we took photos of. But the telescope in there is astrophysics one. Astro Dash Physics, they're a local company. So that did not return any results. Let's try stars maybe. Yeah, part of the problem with these AI keywords is that I don't know what words it uses. So that's kind of a downside. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna copy this, save it in a different area. So I have it backed up. Get rid of that. Yeah, they didn't find anything either. Astro. Maybe Astro. I kind of doubt it. I could search on like nighttime or something. Nope, that didn't work either. Night sky, maybe? Anyways, I think I'm gonna head out pretty soon here. Let's do this one last search and see if it pulls anything. Nope. Anyways, I'm gonna try to work on this, come up with something interesting, to show and talk about with the video. Yeah. All right. Head out. Peace.